Do you guys want to meet Chris Paul? I can't hear you. Do you guys want to meet Chris Paul? Let's do it.
Chris Paul. Oh, what a beautiful pass from Chris Paul. Dumps it to Capella. Chris Paul putting it together. The Chris passing of Houston has been right on target tonight.
It is my pleasure to introduce the newest Houston Rocket, the future Hall of Famer. Please welcome Chris Paul. The total package in the house. Oh, Chris, you got a lot of people excited here. Pretty awesome, huh?
I want a picture. I want a picture. Somebody give me something so I can get an autograph. I want an autograph. I want an autograph.
Thank you guys so much. This is unbelievable.
Before we ask Chris a couple of questions, when players change organizations and cities, it's not only a big change for them, but it's a big change for their family as well. Please give a warm Houston welcome to the Paul family.
He is asleep. My kids knocked out. They sleep. My nephew knocked out.
They look forward to me. This is daddy, that's all.
All right, Chris, it's only the middle of July. You ready to get things going?
I cannot wait, Houston. I cannot wait.
Mike, you're known as the point guard whisperer. What have you whispered in his ear?
Come to Houston. Come to Houston. All he needs to know.
As a coach, you got James and Chris, two of the best in the league. I imagine you're ready to get started too.
Oh yeah, we're excited. He brings on so many levels of excellence that I think we'll all be excited to watch them play next year.
How big of a role, Chris, did James Harden play in you wanting to be a member of the Rockets?
James played a huge role. Seeing the way that he's been playing over the last few years, seeing the energy in this arena actually. It's nothing like playing for a city that's behind you, that supports you.
They won't let you talk. They're so excited about you being here, they won't even let you speak.
Well, it's all about playing and winning games, and I guarantee you that's what I'm here to do. Win games.
A lot of people refer to you as the best leader in the league. What is Chris Paul, the leader, going to do for this team?
I don't know. The leader of our team is going to be right here. You know what I'm saying? But myself, along with James and the other guy, the other vets like Trevor Ariza, it's up to us every day to show up.
And Carmelo Anthony.
I think the best way of being a leader is leading by example. So the other thing that y'all gonna see night in and night out is hard work. Hard work. If that means diving on the floor, that means going for loose balls and playing hard and playing the right way. And they do that already.
You know, there's been a lot of talk since Chris Paul was acquired by the team You got two high usage guys in James and Chris, and I think that's completely overblown because you got two of the most selfless players in the league on the same team. It's going to work.
Well, it'll work because their attitudes will make it work. They're both great on the ball, obviously. They're both great off the ball. When you have good players, things work out.
You know, the one thing that I think people are neglecting to understand is basketball intelligence. This is not about ego. It's about a team of players that understand how to play together with their talent. So when we talk about having Chris Paul at the helm along with James Harden, I'll buy a ticket. I ain't bought one in 30 years.
Chris, in your career, you played with a couple of really good big men that, quite honestly, I think you helped make them a lot of money. In Tyson Chandler, in DeAndre Jordan. Clint Capella was brought up in the press conference, but now an opportunity here in Houston to play with both Clint Capella and Nene. That should be fun too. A lot of lobs coming from both you and James for the Rockets big men.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people talk about how much I made Tyson Chandler better and DeAndre Jordan better, but make no mistake, they made me better. Those guys made me a better player, and I'm grateful to those two guys. But Clint Capella, like I said, I got a chance to play with him last week, and obviously I've been with DJ for the past 6 years, that's my big fella, love him to death. But I'm excited about working with Clint. You know, like Coach Jim was saying, he's a younger guy, plays hard, plays the right way, and I think the sky's the limit with not only Clint, but with Nene.
There's so much is being said about getting ready for Golden State Warriors, okay? But as a player, what teams do you as an individual match up the best against before you come to the Rockets, and then who do you think you can match up the best against now that you are a Rocket?
You know what I always say, and it's part of competition, that I don't care who we play.
There you go, there you go, there you go.
And you know, when you're playing in a league like this, you're playing against the best talent in the world night in and night out. So if you're just trying to pick and choose who you want to show up and play against, you're going to get your you-know-what busted.
I know this organization, for a darn good reason, feels very strongly in its overall basketball philosophy. Chris Paul is one of the best mid-range players in the league. He will help add some diversification to the offense. How important, Mike, do you think that is to this team moving forward?
Well, just his overall game is important, and no one will change anything. He's one of the best at the mid-range, but that's what he'll do. But he's also a great three-point shooter, great lob guy. There's so many facets of his game that fits in what the Houston Rockets do. So, not going to be difficult.
We got one more question here for Chris before we let him go. I know you guys, the offense last year was elite, second best in the league. I know you guys have talked about a lot to take the next step. You've got to become a better defensive team, top 5 impact. In fact, Chris, you've spent many, many years on the league's all defensive teams. You talked about being a two-way player. How important is that end of the floor to you and ultimately to the team's success this season?
It's important. It's very important. And as Coach knows, we're going to score a lot of points. We're going to score a lot of points because of who we have. But it's going to be up to us in training camp to, you know, create that defensive identity also. You know, that's the most frustrating thing for some teams is when you can't score against them. You know, so we're going to figure it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Paul! People are excited. Close to Houston, man.